Hello and welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Justyna and welcome to my channel. Here I usually talk about astrology, predictive astrology mainly, and also topics related to self-growth, self-development. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for joining me today. So here today I'm going to talk about Jupiter in Cancer, a big event of June of 2025 as well. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, so we will discuss the influence of this transit for us collectively, and then I will discuss the influence of this transit for each rising sign. All right, so here we've got the 9th of June. A very, very important day. I'm really excited to record this video. It's been a couple of weeks since I recorded anything because I recorded actually a Jupiter in Cancer video, but I didn't like it and I'm re-recording it. And I'm quite excited as well because I've had so much problem with electronic devices this year, cameras, and it's been quite challenging. So I'm here, I'm just watching if things are working, but they are. All right, so without delaying it further, let's begin. So here, Jupiter in Cancer is exalted, strong, and happy, and it's so exciting, because we've got 12 months of this amazing energy positively influencing our emotional foundations, home family related dynamics as well. But also, this is an opportunity for strengthening our bonds with people that truly mean a lot to us. So, first of all, this transit starts on the 9th of June 2025. It will last until the 30th of June 2026. So, 12 months of uninterrupted stay of Jupiter in Cancer. This is quite interesting because usually Jupiter likes to travel, like most planets, back and forth. And here, this time, it's an uninterrupted stay. And here, this transit will especially influence those with important placements in the water signs, of course. So you've got Cancer, you've got Scorpio and Pisces. Because first of all, in Scorpio, you'll get lovely conjunctions and then trines to Scorpio and Pisces. Now, Jupiter will also positively influence the earth signs. So here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So we've got positive connections here. Now, the remaining signs will experience Jupiter slightly differently. You had Jupiter in Gemini recently, the fire and the air sign. So that was air signs. So that was a positive influence. Here with Jupiter influencing the fire and the earth signs. So here it's essential to watch out for any tendencies connected to overindulgence, risk taking, over optimism. So we will discuss it deeper and further once I move into the forecast for each rising sign. All right, so first of all, here this transit starts on the 9th of June, as I mentioned earlier. So let's pause and break it all down into pieces. So first of all, what does Jupiter represent and which signs it rules? Jupiter rules two signs. So first of all, of course, Sagittarius and the fire mutable sign Sagittarius, and also Jupiter in traditional astrology rules Pisces. So here, Pisces is ruled by both Neptune but also Jupiter in traditional astrology. Jupiter is the planet connected to growth, expansion, abundance. Of course, we've got two phases of Jupiter. Jupiter can also lead to overindulgence, risk-taking, and over-optimism as well, especially when it connects with our placements by a by a square oppositions as well. All right, so here we've got Jupiter. All right, so first of all, here Jupiter is the planet associated with growth, foreign affairs, higher learning, adventure, enthusiasm, hope as well. All right, so here Jupiter generally uplifts us. Jupiter has got this really positive influence of helping and allowing us to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So there's this hopeful, enthusiastic energy here. And here, Cancer, the sign of its exaltation. Cancer is a water cardinal sign. And here, Cancer is connected to home and family, emotional foundations as well. So, here with Jupiter in Cancer, this energy here is amplified and enhanced. And generally, here with Jupiter, Jupiter stays roughly 12 months in a sign and more or less 12 to 13. It takes more or less 12 to 13 years to go through the whole of the zodiac. So, here, think carefully what happened in your life between 2013 and 2014. That's when Jupiter stayed in Cancer the last time. So, that's the best way to generally. Sorry, I'm just rearranging here, but that's the best way to understand transits of Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, um, is to think as well, not so much with Uranus, but especially here, Jupiter and Saturn, to think back and see what happened in our lives what last time when Jupiter was in the same sign, activating the same area of our chart. So here for me personally, it was actually connected to my home. Jupiter in Cancer, that's the ninth house. But when Jupiter was last in Cancer, this is when I moved to a really, really beautiful place. And for me, at least, it was very beautiful and grounded and emotionally fulfilling in many ways. So that was in East London, close to the river as well, River Thames, the Thames, which is Thames. Oh, now I don't remember how to say it, but anyway, I'm trying to record this video without having to edit it, so it's a raw video. But that was a beautiful, beautiful experience because with Jupiter in Cancer, which interestingly, of course, the home and family themes were highlighted. During that year, I managed to finally find a place that felt like home. So that was a really beautiful experience having lived, away from family for so many years at that point. Having a place that feels like home was something that I really needed. All right, so now you can also think back and see how that energy influenced your chart. All right, so here, moving forward, here, how this transit can affect us. Of course, it can help strengthen our family bonds. It can help us heal family dynamics, family relationships. We seek emotional fulfillment under the influence of this energy, of course, emotional growth. And generally, there's a strong focus on home, an amazing time for making your home a more comfortable, fulfilling. We seek emotional fulfillment. So, whatever that we do here, depending on where Jupiter is in our chart, in Cancer, this is when we seek emotional fulfillment, meaningful experiences, goals, objectives, and so on. So here, if it's in your 10th house, then you will be seeking to perhaps to do something in a career sense or in a life direction sense that is emotionally fulfilling, not just on the material level. All right, so here when it comes to anything to do with more of a mundane astrology dynamics, what we might see being especially highlighted with Jupiter in Cancer is generally an increased sense of patriotism. So this will be definitely something really, really highlighted. And generally, there could be a greater focus on culture preservation, maybe even immigration topics, which have been huge, of course, this year, especially here. Well, in America, but here in England, this has been a massive, massive topic. And of course, we are the North Node well, we are on the Pisces and Virgo axis here, being triggered, highlighted, influenced, activated with the nodal placement, but also the eclipses and Saturn in Pisces as well. So, of course, this is a major topic that will likely be resolved by mid 2026. And we might also see an increase in faith movements. Now, Jupiter in Cancer, there could be also an increased need for creating programs and support for vulnerable families, for children, for mothers as well. There's a lot of motherly nurturing energy being highlighted during this time, and possibly also an increase in housing market expansion as well. All right, so thank you for listening. Now let's see how this transit will influence our rising sign on a deeper level. You can also watch for your sun sign or your moon sign if you wish. I follow Western astrology, tropical zodiac. So thank you very much, and let's begin. Hello, hello, Aries, and welcome to your Jupiter in Cancer horoscope. So here, this transit is happening in your fourth house. So here, the most sensitive, the most private area of your chart, the family and the home foundation. Jupiter here brings its blessings, opportunity for growth, expansion, abundance. So, an amazing time for finding more emotional fulfillment within home, domestic environment. It's a great time for healing family relationships, especially with those that you truly, truly care about. With Jupiter in the fourth house, you seek space, spacious surroundings. You seek to establish more emotional, fulfilling experiences at your home. You want to root yourself. You want to, generally, you might have this strong need to expand your space, living space, to improve your living conditions. If you might find yourself also wanting to move, relocate, perhaps add an extension. And perhaps this could be about decluttering as well. If you can't move at this point in your life, if you can't expand or extend your house, then you might also have this strong need to refurnish, move things around to gain more space. You want to be able to breathe, literally, when Jupiter is here. So you need space, you want expansive energies. But also with Jupiter, this could indicate a family addition, someone moving in, at least even if it's temporarily. Home could be abroad as well, temporarily with Jupiter. Jupiter is connected to foreign places, foreign matters. This could indicate having frequent visitors from abroad, maybe students, for example. And so overall here, it's all about your home, living situation, emotional fulfillment as well. Now here with Cancer in medical astrology rules our stomach and our digestive system. So with Jupiter, especially since Jupiter in Cancer will square your ascendant, watch out for any tendencies connected to overindulgence or emotional eating under stressful circumstances. For example, this could be the case. So, something to watch out for. Because here, Jupiter generally can bring excess. So, here it's all about finding balance in what and why you consume. All right, so thank you very much, Aries. Now let's have a look at Taurus. Taurus, welcome. Taurus, for you, this is happening in your third house. So here your communication is highlighted, anything to do with your immediate environment, anything to do with writing, speaking, short distance travel as well. So lots of mentally stimulating energies overall. And you might also find yourself traveling more often than usual, especially when it comes to immediate surroundings, local areas. It's a great time for exploring what's near to you, what's within reach as well. Even if you travel abroad, it's also a great time for exploration, short distance travel, anything that can help you to grow because Jupiter is the planet of growth, expansion. So this is about experiences that offer this opportunity potential for growth and development. An amazing year for writing, for podcasting, for blogging, for improving your communication skills, for expanding your social network. So, a great time for networking as well. And generally, with Jupiter, if you've been wanting to write, if you've been wanting to start a blog, this is your year for doing so. So go for it. All right. So here, Jupiter here could also improve your relationship with your siblings, with your cousins. The third house deals with movement. The third house, you might find yourself cycling as well, working with your hands, or generally expressing yourself with your hands more often than usual. So this can be a really healing time, but also it's important to engage in mentally stimulating activities, experiences, because these can help you grow. Remember, this is an opportunity for growth through mentally stimulating activities, experiences as well. Jupiter will sextile your ascendant. So that's also great because this can bring opportunities, hope, faith, enthusiasm as well. So thank you very much. Now, Geminis, welcome. Jupiter in Cancer will activate your second house. So here, the second house deals with our worth, self-worth, our values, but also with our finances, with our income, our financial capabilities, financial autonomy, financial independence as well. Jupiter here, of course, with that hopeful, optimistic energy, Jupiter can bring expansive opportunity that can help you improve your finances, your financial situation. And here with Jupiter, well, it can play out in a few different ways here, this transit. Yes, it's a great time for financial independence, financial freedom, starting a new business, even. Remember, Uranus is also on its way here. So lots of fresh energies for us this year, without a doubt. And it's a great time for a new business, a side hustle, for perhaps managing your finances differently. This could also indicate that perhaps you'll be earning money through teaching, coaching, mentoring, or perhaps through engaging with foreign people, international business affair. This could be connected to making money on a global scene, perhaps as well. Now, with Jupiter in the second house, it's also a good, well, remember to also watch out for any tendencies connected to overspending, risk taking. These will be especially amplified when Jupiter connects with your natal planets, personal planets, by a square opposition. And also pay attention when Jupiter connects with your ruler of the second house, and that will be, of course, the moon. But other than that, here with Jupiter, this is generally a time of financial improvements as long as you are grounded, as long as you are realistic about your expectations. With Cancer being connected to home and family, this could be about investing more in your home, in family, not family, but maybe home related improvements as well. All right, so I think I've covered everything here. Now, the second house also governs our throat and the thyroid. So be mindful of overindulgence, especially in sweet or rich, saucy, fatty foods during this time. Right, so thank you very much, Geminis. Now, Cancers, welcome. Jupiter will enter your first house on June the 9th. So this is the beginning of a brand new 12 years cycle. So it's not just Jupiter entering Cancer, Jupiter is entering your first house. So this is a huge, huge deal because Jupiter, of course, it's starting this brand new 12 months cycle in Cancer, the sign of its exaltation. But for you, this is also your first house. So here, this is a time of increased optimism, hope, faith. So generally, luck is in the air, and also you might find yourself acting more like a guide, advisor. You might see that people are generally asking for your guidance opinions more often than usual. But at the same time, here with Jupiter, Jupiter can bring some really interesting opportunities. You are starting this brand new cycle. Think about what abundant and opportunities of growth, expansion occurred in your life when Jupiter was lost in Cancer. That was between 2013 2014. This can give you additional hint or guidance, if you will, in terms of what you might expect to happen this year. But overall, here with Jupiter in the first house, Jupiter here brings good health, enthusiasm, and generally new beginnings connected to personal growth, personal development. This is a time, the next 12 months, to engage in activities that can help you to move forward, to closer to reach your goals, to reach your objectives. So an amazing time to generally to engage in generally adventurous activities, experiences. You might find yourself traveling more often than usual. This could be connected to some expansive opportunities connected to your career, financial growth, but also new connections in your life. So, whatever that you do during this time, it needs to be emotionally fulfilling. Here, under that Cancerian influence, something to watch out for during this transit is overindulgence, because here, while Jupiter brings expansive opportunities connected to personal growth, personal development, it can also indicate an easier tendency to gain weight here on a physical level due to perhaps changes in your cravings. Jupiter is connected to saucy, fatty food, so you might be craving more of these. But also, Jupiter can indicate water retention. So, frequent, regular hydration and a regular exercise is really, really important throughout the duration of this transit. Overall, here, under the influence of this transit, your presence becomes healing. You've got this great ability to influence, motivate, inspire others as well. Your voice can become really influential, but also you can gain a much clearer understanding of your path and your life direction as well. So thank you very much, Cancers. Now, here we are going to look at Leos now. Leos, welcome. This transit will be happening in your 12th house. So the 12th house deals with the private aspects of our life, of our existence, spirituality, but also anything to do with fears, our dreams, creativity, the inner world, solitude, withdrawal. This transit is a very healing one. During this time, you might find yourself contemplating, withdrawing, needing solitude more often than usual. This is a time to heal the past, to free yourself from the negative energies, emotional baggages. So it can be a very, very healing, but at the same time, a time when you will need a lot of time to reflect, contemplate, to truly understand the past. Let go of what isn't needed while you prepare yourself gradually for Jupiter's entry into Leo in June 2026. So actually, my husband, who is a Cancer rising, he has just gone through this transit. And, while I was diving deeper into understanding this transit influence in the 12th house, I could definitely see how much alone time he needed during this year. And of course, this is generally a time of major closures because the 12th house deals with endings, karmic endings, closures as well, and letting go in many ways. Perhaps you might have to face some fears. Or some limiting beliefs that are holding you back. But here, during those times of withdrawal and contemplation, you can truly heal and understand the complexities of life. Now, at the same time, you might find yourself, your dreams being more vivid than usual. It's a great time for being creative as well. Perhaps you might find yourself returning to your childhood hobbies, interests, and you might find them really, really therapeutic, whether that's writing or painting or knitting, whatever it is here. Being creative is also very therapeutic and very healing as well. Allow yourself to dream big, allow yourself to heal, because here with Jupiter in the 12th house, Jupiter here acts as a guardian angel in a way. So you've got this amazing spiritual protection. It's a very spiritual transit as well. So engaging in spiritual workshops, activities can be also very healing and can help you to grow and move forward on a spiritual soul-like level. Now, here with Jupiter, also watch out for any tendencies connected to overindulgence, especially during emotional times or when you are alone at night when no one is watching, for example. All right, so thank you very much. Now, here we've got the Virgos. Virgos, welcome. This transit will be taking place in your 11th house. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, for Virgos, this transit is generally Jupiter in Cancer connects by a sextile with your Virgo ascendant. So, yes, there is an increased optimism, faith, and hope. As a result of this transit, Jupiter in the 11th house can help you expand your social connections. This is a great time for networking, for engaging in group activities, group dynamics, for working with other people. Now, with Jupiter in Cancer, you seek connections with people who are like minded, with people who share similar beliefs, similar values, who have similar goals, who speak similar language, so to speak. These connections need to be emotionally fulfilling for you to generally to be able to connect with these individuals on a deeper level. But an amazing time for growth. And you might also find yourself engaging with people from different cultures, different countries to yours. Perhaps you might meet some interesting connections during traveling or abroad as well. Now, since the 11th house is connected to also, well, our earnings through our business, career, that's the second house from the 10th, Jupiter could also indicate some, well, enhanced opportunities for uh, connected to your profits. And when it comes to your long-term goals, your long-term dreams and hopes, Jupiter brings luck. Jupiter brings abundant energies as long as you are grounded. So watch out for any tendencies connected to being over optimistic or perhaps making or taking unnecessary risks when it isn't needed. But overall, here, I think it's a great time for friendships, for finding the right people, for surrounding yourself with the right individuals, groups. It's a great time for joining groups. I know it's a big theme now with Pluto in Aquarius, finding your tribe, connecting to people that truly align with your inner self, your authentic self as well. All right, so thank you very much. Now, Libras, welcome. Libras, for you, this is happening in your 10th house, so a really interesting transit. And the 10th house deals with our career, public life, public reputation, our recognition through our achievements as well. So this is a 12 months window for opportunities, for expansion, for growth in the career, life direction, life purpose sense. and more visibility. And it's a great time for healing any issues, wounds connected to success or ability to succeed, any wounds related to um, visibility, anything to do with confidence as well, especially in the public sense or worldly achievements, career sense overall. All right, so here, generally here, with Jupiter expanding anything that it touches, this could indicate some great career opportunities coming up or on the horizons. If, for example, you've been trying to build your own business or your online presence, then Jupiter here could bring growth, visibility, and a forward momentum as well. I've seen it over and over the last few years while watching other content creators having this transit in their 10th house. So it's also a good time for growth, for moving forward with your career, with your objectives, especially those connected to life achievements, career recognition, your ambitions as well. You might also have an opportunity to work abroad or work for an international organization or travel abroad for work more often than usual. And this could be also related to perhaps becoming a guide, teacher, engaging in guiding or teaching at work, creating or workshops, for example, or presenting more than usual. Generally, here Jupiter is connected to inspiration, motivation. So perhaps you could be you could become an inspiring or motivational speaker during this time. And this could be also related to teaching overall, teaching, travel. Is highlighted as well. All right, so if you want to engage in professional development courses as well to enhance your opportunities connected to career growth, then this is also a great time. Perhaps studying if you are retired, engaging in activities connected to learning something that you've always wanted to learn, but perhaps you didn't have time. This is a good time for doing so. Thank you very much. Now, Scorpios, welcome. Scorpios, for you, this transit is happening in your ninth house. So this is also the case for me. And the ninth house deals with higher education, learning, publishing, travel, and anything to do with coaching, guiding, learning, of course. I'm not sure if I already mentioned this. So, this is generally an amazing time for engaging in activities connected to adventure, connected to anything to do with personal growth, personal development. You might find yourself teaching, guiding, coaching. If you've been wanting to become a coach, then this transit can help you to make it happen. It's a great time for publishing, for learning languages, anything connected to your mind. But here we are not looking at it from a mundane point of view. We're looking at it from the world view, from expansive point of view. So with Jupiter here, this is a fantastic time for engaging in some like long-term studies and anything to do with college, higher education, for example, master's degree, a great time for learning languages, for going to festivals, conferences, or taking part in those. Because here, by engaging in this kind of activities, you can meet some really influential people. You can meet some meaningful connections or perhaps opportunities for further growth and development can arrive, appear, emerge through your engagement in workshops, festivals, anything to do of an expansive nature overall. Now, with Jupiter in the ninth house, this is a good time for dealing with legal paperwork, legal documents, visa application as well. Any legal matters here, Jupiter will also bring a boost of enthusiastic, positive energy. Of course, with Jupiter in Cancer in the ninth house of well, traditionally associated with the energy of Sagittarius, Jupiter feels fantastic here. You might find yourself traveling more, but far away. So here, Jupiter in Cancer in the ninth house connects also beautifully with Cancer ascendant. So this can also enhance your mood and your overall well-being. All right, so a great time overall also for generally mixing, engaging in different cultures, different cuisines. It's about stepping out of your kind of immediate environment and then trying something different, something more versatile as well. But generally, whatever that you do, whatever you engage in, remember, it needs to remember, feel, that's Cancer, fulfilling, emotionally aligned. All right, so let's have a look at Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, for you, this is happening in your eighth house. So this is what I've actually just gone through. This transit, the eighth house deals with transformation, inheritance, anything to do with other people's money, partnerships. So this is a great transit for engaging in partnerships. For generally, if opportunities come through other people much easier than through your own efforts. So you might, if you want to be a freelancer, if for example you want to enter a partnership, for instance, Jupiter will help you to attract the right people, the right opportunities, influences, energetical influences into your life. So opportunities come through others much easier than through your own efforts. This is really, really important. Jupiter in the eighth house could also indicate that perhaps you will be able to engage in a it depends on your circumstances, but if you're looking for a government loan to support your startup business, or perhaps if you were looking for some kind of financial support for your children, for your family expenses, then this is also much easier to achieve when Jupiter is in the eighth house. Because remember, this is not your income, this is other people's money that comes through third parties, through other people, through organizations. So here Jupiter brings that positive energy that can help you to make it happen overall, as long as of course it's fair and all legal. But that's something that could also be the case. Now, with Jupiter here, Jupiter can also help you to find some really meaningful connections, people with whom you connect really, really on a deeper level, deeply. Now, something interesting that came up and I didn't expect is healing. Because with Jupiter, you think it's expansion and hope and faith, but actually, with Jupiter in the eighth house, this is when you can heal some deeply rooted feelings, emotions, memories, limitations, vulnerabilities, anything to do with power struggles as well, jealousy, envy. So all that Scorpio uh, kind of all those Scorpio themes. Remember, the eighth house is traditionally associated with the energy of Scorpio. With Jupiter here, Jupiter brings healing energies, opportunity for healing as well. So it can be really empowering while energy influence effect once Jupiter leaves this area of your life next year. All right, so I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. So thank you very much. Now, Capricorns, welcome. This transit will take place here in your seventh house. So here, your relationships, contracts, partnerships, unions. With Jupiter entering this area of your life, with Jupiter, you can attract some really interesting people who will inspire you, who can motivate you, who can guide you as well. So you might actually engage in some coaching sessions, therapy. Generally, with Jupiter in the seventh house, here we focus on one-to-one relationships, one-to-one connections, one-to-one dealings. So here with Jupiter, Jupiter could help you to find the right guide, coach, mentor, and someone who could actually become your friend as well. So that's really interesting. You seek meaningful, deep empowering connections with this transit. And you can really learn a lot throughout the duration of Jupiter in Cancer transit, especially if you engage in one-to-one connections with people who seem aligned with your emotional side of your psyche overall. So it needs to feel emotionally fulfilling and right overall. But with Jupiter, Jupiter can also bring some interesting contracts, work-related contracts, business, property-related contract, for example. Jupiter brings luck, of course, growth. With Jupiter, you have to find also a healthy balance. Remember, you've got an opposition to your Capricorn ascendant. So we're looking at the balance. And Jupiter, of course, will square your 10th and the 4th. So it's essential to also not to overextend yourself in one of these areas of your life. And with Jupiter, if you are already in an existing commitment, then with Jupiter, you might find yourself generally traveling very often with Jupiter in the seventh house. We go away abroad on a really meaningful trip with someone close to our heart. Jupiter here can also help you to grow together. So it's a great time for entering unions, partnerships. It's a great time for working with another. So especially these one-to-ones are very much highlighted during this time. Overall, here with Jupiter, Jupiter doesn't necessarily bring love connections here. Jupiter in the seventh house brings people who can inspire you, who can guide you, who can coach you, who can help you, align you, or generally redirect you so that you are on the right track, especially if you feel out of alignment. Or perhaps it might be that someone, a friend, an acquaintance helps you to find a job. So generally opportunities come through others, whether this is a business partnership, a friendship, a union, whatever it is here. It's essential to generally engage in unions, partnerships, collaborations as well. It's a great time for collaborations, actually. All right, so I think that's what I've got for you here. And overall, here, when it comes to those who are thinking about getting married, so yes, Jupiter can help you strengthen your existing bonds as well. All right, so Aquarius, welcome. This is your sixth house transit. The sixth house deals with your everyday life, everyday routine, your lifestyle as well, and small pets. So you might get a pet during this time. You might be very stimulated to get a pet. With Jupiter in the sixth house, this is about lifestyle changes and it's about self-improvement. It's about engaging in some productive workshops, activities that can help you to manage your time more efficiently, more effectively. This is a great time for improving your diet. And this is also a fantastic time for looking for a job if you're currently unhappy or unemployed, or perhaps if you're thinking about changing, even if it's your department, Jupiter can bring more clarity in terms of what is it that you want. So definitely keep an eye for new opportunities coming up for you this year. Now, with Jupiter in the sixth house, this could see you also expanding your skills. This is the house of skills. Or alternatively, if you have your own business, you might also find that there is you receive more orders, more clients. Jupiter brings expansion. So this could be a really busy and productive year for your business. So make sure that you manage your time efficiently, that things are organized. Whatever isn't working will become very evident throughout the duration of this transit. So, overall, here, self improvement, lifestyle changes in a positive sense. Something to watch out for here in the sixth house, the house of our health. This is something, well, with Jupiter here, watch out for any tendencies connected to overindulgence, especially in saucy, fatty foods, or perhaps even water retention. So regular hydration, regular exercise is really important, especially here, the first, the second, and the sixth houses. And Pisces, welcome. So here, this transit, Jupiter in Cancer, will be in your fifth house. The fifth house, this is the house of romance, children, creativity, self-expression. Now, the good thing, or the exciting thing, if you will, is that Jupiter in Cancer will connect with your Pisces ascendant by a trine. A beautiful trine, positive energy here. Jupiter will boost your confidence, your ability to express yourself confidently, authentically, fluently. A great time for engaging in hobbies, interests, projects that are truly aligned with your emotional side of your essence, of your psyche. You might find yourself starting a new hobby, or perhaps developing your hobby into a business. New hobbies, new interests definitely here are highlighted during this time. And this is also the area of just fun. You might just want to have fun, more fun than usual, because here, after Saturn's transit in the first house, Saturn may have brought a lot of maturity, seriousness, responsibilities. And when Jupiter moves into your fifth house, you might just want to have some fun. So, a great time for reconnecting with your inner child. Jupiter can help you heal any blockages, any limitations that stand in the way towards you being yourself, engaging in fun activities, or just feeling free and empowered. So that's definitely here the case as well. Jupiter can also enhance the romantic side of your life. With Jupiter here, you might attract foreign punch partners who perhaps are generally either those who enjoy traveling, those who enjoy studying, and generally the partners that you seek during this transit are those who are open minded, who enjoy engaging in adventurous, expansive activities. Now, having said that, this could be also an interesting way to find someone if you're currently looking for a partner. Engage partner. So, this is about engaging in free spirited, adventurous experiences that can help you to find more joy and happiness in your life. This is also a very fertile time for if you want to conceive, Jupiter in Cancer is exalted, and Cancer is the a sign connected to motherly, nurturing energy. So here, you might get pregnant, you might give birth, you might find yourself having family planning conversations with your partner, for example, as well. So, this could also be about setting your own business, becoming a freelancer, for example, as well. So, lots of different opportunities here for you. Thank you very much, Pisces, and all the best.